DJI are full of surprises. I was not expecting a robot vacuum from them, but here it is. It's called the DJI Romo. There are different versions of this robot vacuum cleaner, but I've got the Romo P version here, which you can see has got this really interesting transparent design. They've gone for such a high quality photorealistic print on the box. You can see every detail is on full display here. So even when we go down here, we can see the bag, we can see the floor deodorizer, and we can see the cleaning solution. And then we get a rough idea of what the actual vacuum cleaner is going to look like. I can see some sensors on the front here, there's a bit of text, and there's just a few buttons. But again, very interesting that they've gone for such a high quality image. And then we get a little bit of an idea of what the actual vacuum cleaner itself is going to look like with some of the buttons and the sensors on display here. For full transparency, the Romo P was provided by DJI directly for this video here. And this video has been sponsored by the D1 store or DJI Australia, but all of my opinions expressed throughout this video are my own. They haven't been influenced by anyone, and these are all of my genuine initial first impressions with this vacuum mopping system from DJI. These are all the accessories from the top layer of the box. It comes with this ramp here, and you can see there's some tread marks there, some traction marks for the actual vacuum cleaner to mount and climb. We've then got a bottle with the floor deodorizer here. So I'd imagine this would just slide into place. There's instructions on there, instructions on the side. Looks like it's a relatively easy system to just push to load in. And then we have a charging cable here to plug into the unit. And then we have some maintenance instructions here as well. It looks like this is the charging station here. You literally just pull the whole unit out like so. So we're finally getting a little bit of a reveal of what we can expect. This is a masterpiece when you look at it. And then the Romo itself. Oh, I love it. Looks like it's got a little face on the front there. That see-through design just matches throughout. It's got a decent amount of weight to it. You can feel that this thing is built solid. The final item is the cleaning solution here. It comes with some instructions on the side, and it's that same design, so it must just push load into the actual unit itself. They also include some spare brushes as well. The engineering that's gone into this is clearly very impressive, and it's fully on display here. You can see everything, all the little details of the Romo and its cleaning station. And man, this thing is impressive. They've definitely made the most out of this see-through design here. There's text placed throughout the see-through shell, and it actually just details certain things that are going on. So obviously these are the buttons over here, but then if we turn it around, it details the arm motors, as well as over here, the noise reduction muffler. And then right here it says Romo Robot. We've got the nice clean Romo branding right there. And everything else is see-through. We can see there's some more information here. And I love how clean that design is. Even the little design here of this like bumper guard. So if it makes contact with anything, it just kind of bounces back. And then it says hybrid vision system right at the front here. You can see some sensors immediately. And I can't wait to see how well this goes with obstacle avoidance. There's a lot of hardware on display here. Even with the station itself, we can see a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes and off to the side. Depending on what angle you're looking at it, you just get to see so much going on here. This is what it looks like underneath the Romo. So we've got some pads for cleaning, there are some brushes there, and some wheels as well. And it all just looks really clean and nicely packaged. And the step just seems to naturally find its place. You just line it all up and it just pushes into place. The loading system looks quite simple as well. You just drag that down like that. Once these covers have been removed from the bottles, they can just slide directly into place. Oh, it just loads in. Oh, that's so satisfying. The cleaning solution, floor deodorizer, and the bag are all loaded now into their correct spots. So we literally just close this up and it's nearly ready to go. There's a clean and dirty side. Both have a handle, so you can just literally pull them out like so. Super simple to remove them. We just fill up the clean side and then the dirty side's going to fill up over time. There we go, so that's all filled up now. That just closes and clips into place there. And then it just loads straight up here, ready to go. And then the cleaner just literally slots into place like that. It finds its position nice and easily. This is what the back of the unit looks like, and I've just plugged in the cable here. So now I've just got to position it up and it's nearly ready to go. I really love the aesthetic of this. It's so clean. This is it in relation to our leather couch there. You can see it fits perfectly into the corner. It's just going to be tucked away. So the power button on top, when I press it,
No map available. Create map first.
It's telling me I need to create a map, which would be through the app. Using the DJI Home app, it looks relatively easy to set it up. Just click on Add Device. It will start to pair, and here it is right here.
Press button on top of base station.
All you got to do is press the button on top of the station. Bluetooth pairing successful, and go to the next step. You can connect to 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi connections. We can now name the device, which I've decided to go for Romeo. So it's saying here about adequate light, clear clutter, open doors, and cliff detection as well. I'm actually really excited to dive into some of the settings here. So there's base station settings, there's obstacle avoidance settings, carpet settings, remote video, and a bunch of other stuff as well, voice settings. It's all going on here. This is pretty cool. This little light here indicates that it's going through a firmware update, and the process so far has been pretty quick. That's what it looks like there, mid-update process, and all I've had to do is literally just connect up the app, press the button on top of the base station itself, and then everything else did its thing. Pretty easy. It does feature a remote video option actually, which is cool to see. So there's my hand there, and there's a bunch of different settings and options that you can select on the screen.
Start mapping.
Here we go, it's going to start mapping. This is really exciting. I've actually never owned a robot vacuum, so this is all brand new to me. And it's just left its station. Our dog has no idea what's going on right now. This is a standoff. This is what's happening on the app. You can see it's just starting to map the area. It's giving us duration as well as the area explored. At any point I can pause and cancel it. And there's some setting options as well in the top right. This unit just looks so cool. Can't get over this transparent design. Such a cool choice to go for that actually. Oh, it's got a little light that kicked on there. Very cool. Look at that. It did recommend that it had adequate lighting for this mapping process. So right now it's literally just mapping the area. It's actually really cool to see it mapping out the location, and it started to figure out what exactly it is that I want it to clean, and it's then left the rest. You can also see when it's detected obstacles, and you can see its progress. So you can see it scanning the area and mapping it as it's moving around the house. You can see that here with a slightly different pattern where the rugs are located in the area, as well as carpet over here. So that's actually really cool that it's figured that out. The moment of truth, it's backing up and it's loading into the station.
Mapping complete.
And there we go, we got the prompt, mapping complete, which is an audio prompt from the unit. Now this is really impressive. It's even labeled certain areas that it's explored. So it's saying confirm if zones and room types are correctly identified. So edit as well, so we can edit the map to reflect real house environment. We go into the map settings. We can see a lot more in here. We can even put in no geo zones. We can merge, divide, pet areas. You can do all sorts in here, which is really, really impressive. It's actually done a really good job here of mapping out the area and labeling the area that it's mapping. So we've got living room, bedroom. We've got room 2, which is actually a bathroom and ensuite. So I can rename that if I want. And then for room 1, that's actually another bathroom as well. And then this little section here is just another toilet section. So I can label it and make it even more in depth, but what it's done just by default is very impressive. This is where it's going to take a lot more time to learn everything, because we can customize everything about the map. We can also see a lot of information here as well. So dust bag, waste water tank, clean water, cleaning solution, and floor deodorizer. So it tells us all the important stuff here. Collect dust, return, clean mop pads, and dry. So there's a bunch of different options there as well. This is the main screen here that you load into. I've got a daily cleaning option, a deep cleaning option as well, fine vacuum, floor deodorizer, and more. So a bunch of different ways that you can interact with the vacuum and the mop system here. I can also schedule cleans as well, so I can tap into here and schedule a clean whenever I'm ready. There's also a button for cleaning history as well to give you a bit of a summary of what's actually going on, how often it's been cleaning. And then if I just tap enter here, it will take me back into the map, and I can literally just go with one-time clean or one-time cleaning. So straight when I do that, there's the map, and we should see in the background the vacuum should start doing its thing. So it's actually wetting the mop pads. I can hear it wetting the mop pads as well. You can hear it like engaging the water, and then things are moving in the background. Okay, it's now wringing out the mop pads. It's going through a whole cleaning preparation process before it even starts. Oh, here it goes. It just went straight away. I just missed it. It's saying exiting from base station, and now it's starting. I will be testing some of this obstacle avoidance here. There is a smart obstacle avoidance feature, as well as obstacle management, a bunch of other stuff here, but I'm going to put some toys down, some dog toys, and see if it can avoid certain things. I can see from this map where it's located and what it's doing, and at any point I can just tap on the video icon up here to see what it's seeing, basically. I just heard it saying start remote video, and here's the video feed. There's our dog. Wondering what's going on. Just quickly, why the Romo P is finishing up the clean, and while I've got your attention, make sure to check those links down below. I'll have a bunch of different ways to grab yourself the Romo P. If you're based in Australia, I've actually helped Aussies save over $110,000 on their drone, camera, and accessory purchases. You can either reach out to the D1 store directly, that's sales@d1store.com.au, mention DansTube, and they'll help you out with the best deal they can. You can also go in store to one of the many DJI stores around Australia. Again, just mention DansTube when you're in store. And finally, you can use the code DansTube on their website to save on most drones, cameras, and accessories. And for all of my international viewers, I will have some links down below as well for you, so check all of those out down in the video description. I really like this interface on the home screen. It gives you a rough idea of how long it's going to take. So we're at 2% right now. I can pause it and completely stop it, as you see there, but that looks super clean. I can hear the arms moving as well, because it can actually move the mop pads to reach certain places that it might not be able to reach in its default position. There you go, just moved out there. Just to get along the line there, very cool. And it turns on the light automatically when it's too dark. Oh, it's just doing its own thing. I don't even need to worry about it. It's getting right along the line there. That's awesome. So I can hear the vacuum kick in right now, and I can see it's doing a bit of a scan of the area, picking up whatever it can. Just doing a bit of a zigzag pattern. There you go, just move the arm out there, just to reach into a location. There we go. There's the mop pad. It's honestly so smart how it just figures out the area and adjusts based on what's happening, especially with those arms that pull out to get right along the edge. I love that feature. There it goes again, pulls out just to get the edge and to try to get as far in as it can. Be interesting to see how it goes on this carpet. Our dog's fur is white and just sticks straight to a grey carpet, so I don't know how well it's going to go here. It seems to be doing decent so far. It's done a relatively clean strip down here, and it's up to this spot here. I am curious to see how it goes with some of this fur here. You can see there's just clumps of fur that it might struggle with. I don't know. You can see it's flashing, constantly scanning. Seems to be doing a good job. Whoa. Calm down, mate. Seems to be picking it up. It's just going back and doing a final run through it. Seems to be getting it all though. Oh, missed a little bit there. I'm actually quite impressed that it's picking this up. I thought this is what would stump it, to be honest with you. Just going to have to do a couple of run overs. Alright, can't be far away from the obstacle course here, which is just a bunch of toys. Let's see how it goes and if it can maneuver around them. And for a little bit of an update on the clean, we're up to 17% so far. And if I tap on the map, it will show us what we've done and where we're up to, and also where the actual cleaner is right now. So you can see it's being quite thorough, and this is just a basic clean. We could go with a deeper clean. I am noticing that the carpet in here, in this room, it is coming up quite nicely, but it's doing a couple of runs because it is relatively furry. There's a lot of fur in here. Are you ready for the obstacle course yet? No. Romeo's back in the bathroom now, doing a bit more of a clean in here. It didn't actually finish the other half. Typical ADHD things, hey, just forgetting that you did something and then going back to it. Oh, it might be time. Is it time? Here we go. The obstacle course. What are you gonna do? Oh, you're navigating. Nice. Whipping around. Oh, you did it. All right, so I am causing some mischief here. I'm just creating a little bit of an obstacle course. I've set up a fresh new obstacle course.
Continue cleaning.
And I can just press play at any point. Look at this. How's it gonna go with this obstacle course? Has it figured it out? Oh, I've trapped it in. But there is an exit. Get to the exit. Quickly. It's cleaning in its main area so far. It's literally just cleaning the area that it has available right now, and then I'm sure it'll escape. Oh, it's pushing it. Oh, interesting. That's cool. It can literally push toys out the way as well. It's in a new area now. Does a great job of avoiding obstacles. The coffee table is right there, which is already mapped out. And it's just going to navigate around it, but still go underneath. And then go back the other way to cover the other side. It might even be able to fit through there. The clean is actually starting to come together. I can see that it started to mop up the hallway there, and it's drying really quickly. And it's just continuing its cleaning process now. But yeah, I'm starting to see it coming together very nicely. There it is, emerging from the hallway. Coming down, doing a few final touches down the hallway by the looks of it. It seems to just be going between the mopping and the vacuuming just to grab the final pieces before it goes to the mop again. There you go, it's just getting all the awkward little corners in the kitchen. Moving its arms out and about where it can. Are you gonna go under the chair? Are you daring enough? Go under the chair, buddy. Oh no, watch out. So you should just be able to see some of the wet streaks, which seem to dry really quickly. The parts it's done so far are looking super clean, which is nice. Hasn't taken too long to get to this process as well, up to this point. And we're up to 65% now. I'm very impressed with what it's been able to do with such a basic clean. I haven't even really let it map out the whole area. We're just going to stop the clean to see what it's like when it returns back to its station. So it's just literally shouted out to me, end cleaning. And now it will start returning. Here it is as the clean is returning. Good old Romeo coming back. All right, now it's going through a process since it's returned back. It's saying it's cleaning the mop pads right now, and I can hear it doing a few other things. Oh, there we go. Bit of a suction. You do also get a little bit of an animation to let you know what it looks like when the mop pads are being cleaned. What's it been like cleaning for Dan? Yeah, right. There we go, so it's finished its cleaning process and now it's just in the idle mode and it's just charging. No complaints so far with the Romo P from its first clean. You wouldn't expect that it would have any issues on its first clean. It's more the long-term use, which I'll get into in my full review. But I'm happy with how it did its job. Now, it didn't get a chance to finish the whole task because I had to stop it early, but it was able to avoid obstacles. It was able to think ahead. The light is just intuitive as it comes on, and it's able to pick up on all the debris in the area. Now, I will say that the fur in our bedroom that I showed you a little earlier in the video, it did struggle to grab all of that up. Now, I think if I went with a deep clean, it would probably do a great job in that kind of scenario, and that's what I'm going to be testing a little bit further. This was just kind of a basic everyday clean that you can just press play on at any point. And from that perspective, the tiles actually look really clean. Like the mopping system is impressive. And the fact that it was able to map out the carpet and the tile and figure out what to do, I'm really happy with how that whole process functioned. Anyway, guys, those are my initial thoughts on the Romo P. I kind of narrated throughout and commented throughout the test and the experience, but really cool to see it unfold as it all happened before my eyes. And that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys, that initial first clean, from the unboxing to the first clean and what that process looks like. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support and I'll chat to you very soon. Peace.